What the hell? Schoolhouse gone wild. Holy moly. All the wildness going on here in Otter Creek. Now get over to courthouse. It's getting to be about 11 o'clock, and I think they're there till noon. So I'm gonna go over to town hall. So, man, look, dude, I have no hard feelings, man. I don't know what's going on. I just want to know. I'm not interested in that, Zim. I'm interested in talking to the clerk, man. May I go ahead and get put on the agenda? So you're telling me that I need to turn off my recording device to have a public conversation with a public servant in a public office. That's what you're telling me. Tell you what, first things first, Tri-County Tire, your #1 source for tires in the Tri-County area. Just got George's tire back. Actually, it's been done for a while. This time I got by there to get it. But you guys remember that rod sticking out like that long? Well, check this out. That was the rod that was inside the tire. Now, what is going on? Well, you know, if you saw Flippin's post, I'm not sure if she's going to do a video of it or not just yet. But needless to say, well, the fluffy butts are safe and sound. And that's only a little bit of water right there. Did you see what happened? Yeah. I'm not sure if it was Allie or who, but an alligator showed up to the schoolhouse last night. Yeah, sure enough, right over there underneath George's car, there was an alligator. And, yep, I wasn't here, but Flippin has some of it on her post. Like I said, hopefully she shot some video of it. You'll get to see and check that out. But needless to say, yep, old alligator. Missing a leg, too. It was missing a leg. Sorry for the sound that's happening, but it's going. Anyhow, we're going to get this tire on. But one of the other things I got to do is I get down to town hall to figure out what is going on with the ordinance. I need to figure out what's going on with the ordinance. So, are you ready to get the day started? Ready, set, and... Ooh, if I'd have did that and hurt my phone, I would have been silly. Well, I guess to get the day started, I got to get the tire out the truck to put the tire on the Jeep. Jeez. I got the tire there. I tell you what I am going to do, because of the fact that we don't want to walk. I mean, who's ready for just a quick little weedy meditations with Willis? Yeah, because so much wildlife has been showing up here at the schoolhouse. I'm going to go ahead and wait. I'm waiting on the girls to get out. I got to get some stuff done in there to get the tire on. I'm going to go ahead and get that weedy real quick. And yeah, let's do it. You know you guys love it. It is now time. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's hope. The other day it worked. We're gonna hope it is. Okay, I only got a little bit of shingle left. I'm gonna, oh, are you guys even watching? I'm over here. Hopefully the sound's still working, but I got a little bit of shingle left. I'm gonna go, I gotta get some more stuff done at Tube Town. I do gotta get over there and mow it today with Otis. Didn't make it yesterday, but we're gonna get over there, and then now we have enough stream to kind of finish that out, and then Tubetown 2.0, my Tubetown party pad, will be looking good and ready for more decorations. Ain't that right, Steve? Look at you. Lackers. Okay, time to cool off. Got it back into shape. I tell you what, cooled off. I just keep hearing lightning and thunder over there, or seeing lightning and thunder. Check the radar, and yeah, the rain is coming. It's coming. It's going to be coming to the house and everything. So we're going to be jumping in and out of the rainstorm today. Now I'll get over to courthouse. It's going to be about 11 o'clock, and I think they're there till noon. So I'm going to go over to town hall, and find out what. I just need to get a copy of that ordinance and then get put on the agenda. So yeah, let's go do that. Well, just as I was getting in the truck to go over there, flipping, are you starting a wildlife refuge, a reptile refuge, or what?
Maybe.
Jeez Louise. So like I said, and this actually, I'm filming today's video for tomorrow because today's my live. So like I said earlier, you saw the post, so keep an eye out for the shenanigans. Ow, horseflies. Horseflies. All right, but yeah, that too. Whoa, it's like a time machine. Okay, before we get into this, yes, this is like the next day before the other day and all the days in between. I'm gonna kind of narrate this a little bit for you all so that you can kind of maybe understand what's happening. All right, so we're about to head over to town hall. When I pull up, obviously Zim's cart was there. I kind of figured that, but here we go. We're gonna start. We're gonna walk in, and then well, we gotta get the window open first. So let's go ahead and start with that. So, oh, you know what? Before we do that, before we get into this drama or this whatever you want to call it, let me just show you something peaceful. Right before I started the live yesterday, here, it happened right there. Roll clip. Getting ready to start the live. I just put the food out. They'll be back. Oh, Zim's cart's here. Good, how are you? I'm doing great. I don't want to come inside there. I'm sure I need to, Mr. Zim, tell me I need to stop working on my man. Oop, easy. Thing's probably never been used. How are you? Good. I'm Travis, by the way. Sean? Yeah, you can stop me, Sean. Sean? Okay, nice to meet you, Sean. You ever opened it, didn't you? Is there anything in it? The window's stuck. All right, well, then I'll just stand right here, I guess. I mean, I don't want to come in the office. I know that's the purpose of the window is so people didn't come in there and all. So there it is. He got it. So, man, look, dude, I have no hard feelings, man. I don't know what's going on. I just want to know where we're at with this, what the stop working thing is. I went to the DOT, found out that there's not enough room to put a commercial driveway, so it can't be commercial. But I want to find out. I talked to the inspector. Inspector said that there's a...
The DOT or you went to the county road?
Well, I went to the FDOT, the Casey.
That's the county road.
Well, she showed me all the guidelines, and basically, it's not. He talked about it. We went in the office. We discussed it all and everything. So ultimately, I could probably go and get in the exact survey and do a lot of additional stuff to try and see if it would actually fit. But I'm not. It's no worry, no harm, no foul. There's supposed to be 50-foot radius, and there's only like a 43 or something like that. I don't know exactly, but I'm just again, I'm just confused.
I was saying in the beginning that the commercial driveway is going to have to come off at some point.
Well, that's null and void now. It can't be done. So, I want to find out. I want to find out what I can do to go ahead and get the permit to go ahead and have the RV pole permitted, so I can bring the RV there at times. The inspector, because the inspector said this was a town ordinance, which I need to figure out what the ordinance is. I'd like to see the ordinance. Secondly, the inspector told me that they do it in Cedar Key all the time. They, for the power poles, and I'm just looking to get power there so I can bring my RV in here and there. And
They've got some disaster, going up with the poles, going after the RVs and stuff down there now on the disaster.
okay.
So that's about, it's not current.
Well, then I'd like to get put on the agenda to talk to the board about what I can do, what procedure I need to do to go ahead and get the RV power pole activated. Because if I'm not living there and I can, use it as coming in weekend, ventures and stuff.
Well, the property the town does have it listed as commercial property, and
Pro-
you can get a commercial driveway on 24.
Well, the property appraiser says it's single family residential. I think I'm just gonna keep it residential and have it in my fun spot.
She's keeping that way to keep her taxes cheaper. It's not
But-
being used, so no one's arguing about it. But when she went through this 7 years ago, when she tore the house down and went through all this, she asked to keep its commercial zoning and that she had the permission to rebuild on the property, even though the setbacks and the size of the house was factors, calibrated in there that may be difficult. And she was granted that she would, as long as she stayed within the variances, that she could actually rebuild on that property, build a structure, and keep maintaining commercial status. And that's what she's asked for. And she came in through here and had a hearing and done it, and it was granted.
Yeah, no, I know that. But what I'm saying is there's not enough real estate on the road to come up with 24. There has to be, I went with the power poles and the,
DOT, you can get a commercial driveway.
well, look, I'm not going that route, Zen. Listen, I already know, I'm not trying to rub you raw, man. I know there's always been some friction going on. Okay, is it just me, or is it like, I'm really confused as to why he's trying to tell me all this stuff, why he's trying to do this, do that. I don't care what you have to say. I'm here to do the things I'm here to do. One, get that ordinance that the inspector told me that you had, and two, to figure out about getting put on the agenda so I can talk to the board and see what I need to do for this procedure. But yet he's trying to argue with me about you can go to DOT and da, 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 da. Well, I'm not. So, all right, let's carry on. I do apologize. It is a little, it's kind of low. Put the closed captions on, get the headphones in. Maybe if you have Bluetooth speaker and you can play it through that or something. I don't know, but you can tell what he's saying. So, continuing on. Oh yeah, one other thing. When I was in there talking to Casey at the county and not the FDOT, we went over the state guidelines. Florida Department of Transportation. So the state of Florida Department of Transportation's guidelines is what I went over. Not the county guidelines. Jeez. I don't know whatever did to you, dude.
And all it is we've got two people lost their job by going around the rules to push permits through. And
Permitting is done through the clerk, though, not through the mayor, correct?
well, it wasn't through the mayor. It was the process, because there's so many questions on your permit that needed to go through the planning process with the council.
Okay, and so this right here, like this ordinance, can I get a copy of this ordinance right here? Because the inspector told me that
That's a state statute.
this is what the inspector called me. He told me that's what you said.
I talked to you, when people are answering things verbally, you're saying one thing, and then now you're saying another, and you're.
How is that so?
Well, you've done it to me already 3 times.
What do you mean?
You come to me with one thing, asking for this, and I'll tell you what that scenario would be. And then you come back with a different scenario, now it's different, and now you're telling me when I'm changing the rules, but it's not me changing the rules, you're changing what you're asking for. So it changes.
At this point in time, I cannot do commercial property, so therefore, and so let me hear you out. So you're saying I keep changing it, but at first I had to come.
But you're here now changing it again.
Yeah, well, because there's not enough real estate to do commercial, so I'm just going to sit there and continue to have my YouTube playground. That's what I'm going to do. And so I would like to find out what I need to do with the town clerk.
Commercial driveway, DOT will give you.
I'm not interested in that, Zim. I'm interested in talking to the clerk. Ma'am, may I go ahead and get put on the agenda? I appreciate it.
That's not the process for it to go.
Well, I'm asking to get put on the agenda so I can speak to the council members of the town. So that's what I'm going to do, okay? I still would like a copy of this ordinance from the city. That's what the inspector told me. I guess we can have a conference call with him, Zim. Dude, I'm not trying to be an ass, bro. I'm really not. You know me. I'm not that way. Okay, then I want to get put on the agenda to talk about.
I explained it to you multiple times. Yes, it goes to the board, But it doesn't go to the board that way. You have to put it in writing what you want, and then we go to planning and zoning, and we lay out all the rules, and then we submit all the rules to the council.
You, the mayor, don't do it. The clerk does it, sir.
Okay.
Right?
It's a one-person town. It's a one-person town, and the mayor is responsible for what happens in here.
Wait a minute. Couple things there. He said a couple people lost their jobs because they went around permits or tried to push through permits or something. I didn't know the mayor could fire any council members. Secondly, a one-person town. Okay, well that's really kind of blowing me back because pretty sure you got Richard, well, at least prior to all this has been going on. You had Richard, the guy who works town maintenance. You had Miss Laura Mott, one of the council members. You had Rex Woods, one of the council members. You had Belinda's sister, I forget her name. She was one of the council members. You had Vice Mayor Carl, who was one of the council members. You had Belinda as the town clerk, or the town budgeting stuff. And then you had Jason as the town clerk. That's 7, dude. That's 7. That's 7 people, not 1 people. Who are you talking about? All right. Once again, I guess people lost their jobs. I guess from what he said there, and then 2, there was it's a state ordinance or state statute or whatever. Wait a minute. What about all the other ordinances of the city that are being violated all throughout the community, and not just on North Otter Creek Ave? All right. So you guys are experiencing this with me, and he's saying this process, blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? I'm now going in there and putting on the agenda and make sure I'm going to talk about the mayor and the way I was being treated here in this particular incident. So, yeah, for sure. Okay, so you're responsible for giving me this ordinance, correct? I can get that. And who posted this?
Joseph ordered it through the town, and they give us permission to post it.
Pump the brakes already. So the town consultant, Joseph Payne, the town consultant ordered it and gave the town permission to post it. Right? That's what he just said. He said Joseph ordered it through the town and gave permission for the town to post it. So what about all the other violations? Does Joseph need to come to Otter Creek, or how did Joseph even know? Oh, I know, because remember earlier he was saying, oh, you're saying verbal and then changing it. No, you remember when I said that the town inspector said he had to talk to the mayor? All right, well, insert screenshot of what the town inspector told me. And you guys tell me, did I just make it up? So that was actually, there's quite a bit of a text message going on there, and that was the screenshot I had where, I asked him if he post this, and there's conversation before that about me mentioning the fact that there wasn't enough real estate through state guidelines to put commercial property there was going to be residential, and what steps I needed to go through as to what I needed to do to get the RV power pole turned on. He'll talk to the mayor.
Because he wasn't given all the facts on your permit.
Again, I got the email transition. We went through it all. I don't know what to say other than that. Huh?
I spoke to him, so I know what's that. And that was his result.
Okay, so then I'd like to get a copy of that, and I'd like to be put on the agenda to speak to the board. Because you have the rule now where if it's not on the agenda, you can't talk to the board about anything, correct? Isn't that the new rule?
Say it again now?
I could be wrong, but you can't speak about anything that's on the meeting unless it's at the meeting, unless it's about the agenda.
That's not where it goes first. It goes in here.
Right.
She gets her stuff together. We get these things out, and we send it to the attorney, and we go through these issues, and we get them all laid out. So these are the questions that we need to focus on. So we line all the rules to go with that, and then we submit that to the council.
Okay, so the drama llama is going to be like, Travis, he's telling you what to do. You see the big runaround here, right? Everybody sees it, right? Now, let me refresh everybody's memory. At first, it was bring a diagram of showing a layout, right? Remember this? I maybe misunderstood it. Had my man retired dad draft up some stuff so I could show the council. Then from there on, it just went all south. It got put on the agenda. So then I go to the meeting. Now he gets upset with me. No, you need to have engineered plans. I guess the signed and sealed plans, right? It's like, okay. So I wait around after the meeting. I go up to him like, yo, my bad. I apologize. Let me go ahead and get your civil engineer's number so I can give him a call. The guy who did your RV park, right? He obviously knows what he's doing. Oh, no, wait a minute. You don't need a civil engineer. You need a structural engineer. So now I went from a diagram to a structural engineer. And then what he said after that was like, don't even worry about either of those. Just go fill out the permit paper at the town hall. Right? So now there's 3 things. I think I'm missing one. Now there's 3 things so far. Blueprints, structural, civil, structural. Now just go fill out the town hall permit. So guess what? I show up the next morning. Guess who's in the office? Oh yeah, your good old mayor. And now I have to get permits for an amusement park. So now it's changed again, okay? Now he's saying I have to be licensed as an amusement park. And that, you know, I need to do a $1,000 variance form, right? And he showed me this variance form. Okay, no problem, dude. I got a lot of support out there to supporting this awesome dream of mine. A dream of theirs too. And so no problem, I'll do the variance. Well, no, next thing you know, it's changed again. And now there's a 5-page form that I need to fill out. I think it's 5 or 6-page form that I need to fill out that we sent to the inspector. So guess what? I did that. And that's when the inspector went ahead and approved everything and just need to see that last little thing. So I'm not sure what he's confusing. He's probably confusing what he's doing versus what I'm doing. Yeah, I had to change things up because the commercial guidelines didn't fit through state statutes or state guidelines. So yeah, I had to change it up, and now I can't do my commercial property. I'm just gonna have my Tubetown party pad. But yeah, so I'm confused on that again. Everybody, please help me out. You know, John Malone was like, oh, he's trying to explain. He's trying to. Well, explain that. Explain which one I was supposed to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Oh yeah, that's how many people were in that one person town too. Were in that one person town. Yeah, the wipe the nose. It's just. Okay, well, I'd like to speak to the council. I can do that, correct? It's a public meeting. I can record. I can, you know, it's like, it's. Can I get put on the agendas then? Are you telling me that I can't, or are you telling me that I can't?
I don't know. I know you already went once before, and that's not where you go for this process.
Okay, listen, dude.
That's not where it goes for this.
Okay, so I need to talk to the board. I need to be put on agenda. Whatever process you understand I need to do, I don't know. Maybe you could help guide me as to what the process is to go ahead and activate my RV power pole in my lot so I can bring my RV there and I can hang out on the weekends when I want.
Permit for that? Did you apply for the permit for that?
Insert confusion. You heard him say, I mean, again, I'm trying to get him to help me do it. Asked about getting the allowed to be turned the power pole on there. He said, well, apply for the permit. So I guess I'll go back and apply for the permit and I'll ask if I can, the $50 fee will be waived, being the other $50 fee didn't do nothing because nothing was ever done other than stop work order. Yeah, so did I hear correctly? He said, apply for that permit then. So now I go to the city and apply for the permit, correct? Oh, man.
Okay, but right now, we're swamped and trying to get called up at all.
The permit, the neighbors want one if his permit was done too. Last I talked to him.
I've already talked to him. I told him that even the permit that he got wasn't done correctly either. But he does qualify for it, but it wasn't done correctly.
What wasn't done correctly?
No.
I mean, I guess Ron could come and talk to him.
Never issued a permit on either one of them. We went through the process and never got a permit. So therefore, neither one of them was valid.
Well, again, that's his business, not mine. So my business is to go ahead and get my power pole process.
Listen, I'm glad to continue the conversation with you, because all that has to be turned off.
What?
You're not going to film and record, it's not conversation.
I'm recording myself. I'm not recording you.
You're not recording me? You're not recording me?
I'm recording myself. Yeah, I mean,
Okay, but then,
I'm not. That's why I'm not filming in the office. I don't want to film any. I don't want to film any that.
I'll be glad to continue the conversation.
So you want me to turn it off as your public servant, as a mayor, and you want to talk to me privately? How do I gotta be accountable.
I have rights to,
And you're the mayor sitting in the town hall office, mayor.
and I don't want to be recorded and videoed.
So you,
So if you want a conversation with me, any further,
you have.
turn it off.
So you're telling me that I need to turn off my recording device to have a public conversation with a public servant in a public office. That's what you're telling me. You realize what you're doing, dude. That's not cool. You know what I mean? I don't know what I ever did to you, Zim. I raised 99% of the money to help raise this festival. And then you'd be a smart ass me. All these people support the town, dude. They love it, but now you're just painting it black again. All I need to do is figure out what process I need to do to get the RV power pole turned on so I can, I'm not living there.
Okay. This conversation's over now.
Very interesting to me. Now that I've watched this, I'm going over it and everything. Well, when I said I want to start the process, wouldn't he be like, okay, well then I'm going to go ahead and leave the office and you go ahead and fill out the permit with the town clerk for the RV pole? Because he just literally just said that like right before that, right? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not that intelligent, and I'm not in some things in some ways, but I mean, I guess I got to get to Otter Creek. So the conversation's over. Do you have a card by chance yet, or can I get your email? Still, it's a town clerk, right? Okay, all right, same email as before. All right. All right, Jim. So there you have it. Okay, well, should be interesting. Kind of as I figured. So the public servant don't want to talk to the public without being recorded. I try to be respectful, didn't record anything in the office like that, didn't do anything like that. I'm just trying to go through the next process. There you have it again, folks. I don't understand. Some kind of leadership right there, right? Okay, so I forgot. I walked back up to the door and the open door said, "Hey, I know you're swamped, but I still need to get a copy of this ordinance." That's what the inspector told me. It was a city ordinance. I'm not sure what the confusion is between those two, but I wasn't recording. He said I have to call the building inspector for that. That's what I thought he said. He maybe said you have to call the state for that. He said I have to call somebody for that ordinance. Okay, so then I was like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. And I said, okay, let me record. So I hit record on my phone. I opened the door and I said, you said I need to call the building inspector for the ordinance, right? He responds with, I didn't say that. And then I'm like, well, who do I call? And he says, this conversation's over, and he shuts the window. So call the building inspector to get the statue? Is that what you're saying? Well, then who do I get the statute from? Now he's shutting the door. Now he just shut the window. Like, how sad is that? How freaking sad is that? He can't even tell me the ordinance. He can't, like, holy cow. That's where we're at, people. That's where we're at. I do know this. I know that since Tubetown's neighbor is, basically his permit wasn't done right or whatever. The phone just shut off then. Not sure why, but we're back on. But what I was saying is, Tubetown's neighbor doesn't have power right now, so I got a nice big generator. I'm gonna take it over there and let him have it. Let him use it. That way he can have some power until he gets everything figured out. So once again, I appreciate all you watching. You guys can just get a glimpse into my side of things and my stories, and yeah, I appreciate all the support and thanks for hanging out. And I guess we'll get to the OC, baby. What's next in the Otter Creek?